What's next for Devin Haney?
I would take on, a top 15 contender and get my feet wet, get a dub, get a win underneath you, and then take on a big challenge. And I wouldn't mind seeing him and Teofimo Lopez.
Who would you got for that fight?
I mean, obviously the favorite is going to be Teo because he has the power and he does possess a left hook. And Haney, obviously, he couldn't get away from Ryan Garcia's left hook.
Tim Bradley has thrown down the challenge by publicly calling for Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez to settle their differences in the ring. With his trademark bluntness, he's not just proposing the fight, but he has already picked the winner. Teofimo Lopez, also known as The Takeover, has built his path to fame in the boxing world. Lopez's explosive power and charismatic personality have made him a fan favorite, and his knockout ability has struck fear into the hearts of his rivals. His most significant career-defining moment came when he faced Vasyl Lomachenko, a fight that many believed would be his toughest test. Lopez not only passed that test, but did so in a way that left no doubt about his skill and potential. As he reflected on that victory, Lopez stated, "I was 23 years old. Vasyl Lomachenko at the time was number 1 pound for pound. We fought the number 1 pound for pound guy, and luckily he was in my weight division at 135 lbs. This victory solidified his place among the best in the sport." Lopez's recent bouts have been amazing, with some high-profile wins and a few challenging moments that tested his resolve. Despite these ups and downs, Lopez remains one of the most dangerous fighters in the lightweight division. He has openly embraced his unique journey, stating, "I've done everything Hall of Fame. That's all I ever wanted to accomplish was being Hall of Fame. Did at 25, got it. Of 15. We get the award, Best Fighter and Best Trainer of the Year." This self-assurance, along with his aggressive style, coupled with his ability to switch stances and deliver powerful combinations, makes him a powerful contender for anyone. "I've made over $10 million in my career," Lopez remarks. "I ain't fixed my teeth. I need to. I don't need to. If you can't get past the teeth, you can't get past who I am." Teofimo Lopez expressed that boxing is the most challenging sport, and he credits much of his success to his father. He emphasized that his father has played an essential role in his journey, guiding him and providing unwavering support. Lopez believes that he wouldn't have achieved the same level of success in his career without his father's influence and presence by his side.
"I'm all about growth. I've always said it. Wouldn't be like that if my dad didn't feed the way he was. Honestly, I wasn't confident in myself. My dad implemented that onto me, made me see the bigger picture, and by the time I was 17 years old."
Lopez further continued and elaborated on the profound influence his father has had on his career. He stated, "I wouldn't be who I am without my father. So yeah, I'm very fortunate, truthfully. He's not going to put me there and risk me. Sometimes you see coaches in the corners with their fighters and their fighters are getting massacred." This deep bond with his father has been crucial in helping Lopez maintain focus, even during the most challenging moments, highlighting the immense trust he places in his father's guidance. As Lopez continues to push for greater challenges, the prospect of facing Haney has become more than just a fantasy for boxing fans. It's a potential reality that could shape the future of the sport. "All I can ever ask for," Lopez adds, "is to inspire. I've done everything." On the other side, Devin Haney, known as The Dream, has swiftly ascended the ranks of professional boxing, solidifying himself as one of the sport's most promising talents. With an unblemished record and a series of dominant performances, Haney has captured the attention of fans and experts alike. Over the years, he has refined his craft, developing a style that blends speed, precision, and defensive expertise. In his recent bout against Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney faced one of the toughest challenges of his career. Despite his best efforts, Haney was knocked down 3 times by Garcia's relentless aggression and sharp left hooks, leading to what appeared to be his first professional defeat. After the fight, Haney chose to celebrate his resilience rather than dwell on the loss, showing his determination to bounce back stronger and continue his journey with renewed focus. Ryan Garcia's victory over Devin Haney was quickly overshadowed by controversy when it was revealed that Garcia had tested positive for a banned substance, not once but twice, once on the day before the fight and again on the day of. This revelation overshadowed what could have been Haney's first professional defeat, turning the spotlight away from his performance and raising questions about the fairness of the fight. When this controversy sparked, Devin Haney also expressed his feelings. He stated that he knew something was wrong after he suffered the loss against Garcia. He says that he was never outmatched throughout his career, which made him doubt Ryan, and eventually he was right about it.
I knew that it was a tough fight, obviously. I'm a special kind of fighter, so I never fought, and a guy has been that much better than me. I never been overmatched like that, and I've been in there with the best fighters in the world. So, I felt like something was up, but I didn't want to make any excuses or be that guy. At the end of the day. So I put it in Allah's hands, and I said, you know what? He was a better man. He was a better man that night, and I'll go back to the drawing board and figure out what's next. But it definitely had me questioning a lot of things, my preparation, my trainers, my team, myself.
Despite the test results, Garcia strongly refused to accept any wrongdoing. In a bold and rebellious statement, he declared, "I will swallow all steroids." This comment not only shocked the boxing community, but also underscored Garcia's unwillingness to back down from the accusations leveled against him. His words seemed to show a belief that he couldn't be beaten, as if he were challenging the very foundations of the sport's integrity. Such a statement, while provocative, raised questions about his attitude towards the rules and the consequences of his actions. Garcia didn't stop there. He went on to further distance himself from the consequences of the controversy by saying, "I don't care, I'll never make money again with boxing, your loss not mine." With this, Garcia appeared to be making a statement about his independence and resilience, suggesting that he was willing to walk away from the sport if it meant maintaining his stance. This comment was both surprising and telling, as it indicated a level of frustration and defiance that few expected. It also shifted the focus away from the allegations and towards Garcia's personal battle with the sport itself, adding another layer of drama to an already complicated situation. In response to Garcia's opposition, Devin Haney has called on the New York State Athletic Commission to disqualify Ryan Garcia following his controversial win. Haney's attorney, Pat English, has submitted a persuasive 8-page appeal to the commission's directors and officials, arguing for Garcia's disqualification based on previous cases and the specific details of this situation. Ryan Garcia responded to the news on his X account, stating, "You can't make this up, Haney wins? Nah, what bruh?" Meanwhile, Devin Haney's father, Bill, expressed his frustration with Ryan's unfair tactics. He didn't hold back his energy as he passionately voiced his disappointment. He stated, "You're trying to hurt my baby. We played it fair. We didn't do it like that. Boxing, this is some bull. I came from the streets. You're scared of Devin on a level playing field. I feel up over this. If you can brag about doing it, you shouldn't be on drugs." Haney's father wasn't the only one voicing his frustration. Bill Haney also challenged Ryan Garcia regarding his failed drug test and the win over Devin. In response, Ryan tried to downplay the situation, claiming it was all a misunderstanding. He stated,
"Which one? So we'd know. So the world would know not to use the supplements. Which supplements were they?"
Like I said, I don't know what supplements. Those are his supplements.
Wait, no, hold on, Mill City.
Do you know?
Wait, hold on.
Do you know which one?
Wait, Mill City, hold on. Let me Ryan talk. Now, so you saying that Scooter gave you something you don't even know the name of to this day, you don't know what the name of the supplements are.
Those are what the lawyers have, whichever ones that he provided me. He gave me 2 of the ones that he gave me. We sent that to a lab. They tested it, and it was tested with Ostrin in its tablets.
What?
So my thing was tainted.
Which one?
There's no doubt in my mind.
What company? Which one? Which one of the supplements?
Bro, I'm telling you, I don't know what it's called. I just told you that.
Right, but that sounds like a lie, right?
Apart from his family, promoters also expressed their frustration and supported Haney. Boxing promoter Eddie Hearn stepped in to support Devin Haney, taking a swipe at Garcia's actions. When asked in an interview for his thoughts on Ryan's positive test for substance use, he responded,
"Devin Haney, he had performance-enhancing drugs in his system, which I feel terrible for Devin Haney because he's had to fight a guy that was 3.5 pounds over and who had performance-enhancing drugs in his system. Now, whether they got there intentionally or intentionally, that has to play out now, but they were in there. And that's, hard for Devin Haney to overcome. And obviously he'll be pushing for a no contest from the New York.
Eddie Hearn not only voiced his support for Haney, but also stated that he believes Ryan should be banned from boxing entirely due to his alleged use of PEDs. He stated he should never be allowed to fight again. He entered the ring with performance-enhancing drugs in his system, and now he has to prove he didn't take them intentionally. If he didn't take them intentionally, I feel really sorry for him, and I hope innocence prevails. If he did take them intentionally and he cheated, that's another story, and he should arguably never be able to fight again. You see clips of him with IV drips, it ain't a good look. Garcia didn't stop there, and he went on to challenge Haney to a rematch, stating that he wants to show it again, that he is the better fighter between the two. He stated, "Devin, Let's run it again. If you feel you were cheated, we can run it again, Garcia wrote on X. I'll only eat oysters for the training camp and I won't sleep. Initially, Haney was enthusiastic about the idea of a rematch, and he stated, "Of course, I thought it was a close fight still. I would love a rematch. I gave him a shot. It's only right he give me a shot back." However, later on, Devin Haney declined the rematch, stating that he was no longer interested, which signaled his focus on seeking a ban or punishment for Ryan Garcia's actions.
Honestly, I'm not too interested in it. During the build-up, we've seen a lot of interesting things from him. We've seen his character. We've seen the guy cheat. I never fought, and a guy has been that much better than me. I never been overmatched like that, and I've been in there with the best fighters in the world. I don't see myself ever, getting back in the ring.
Haney's promoter, Eddie Hearn, has also confirmed that Devin Haney has no plans to pursue a rematch with Garcia due to the drug scandal. While discussing the possible outcomes and the broader impact on both fighters, he stated, "The fight will definitely be a no contest. It's just whether that's a disqualification or a no contest or whatever is going to happen. But I think the rematch is massive, but also, Haney has got to deal with Sandor Martin. I think that's a good fight for him at this stage of his career to come back to." As if the controversy with Garcia wasn't enough, Devin Haney recently found himself caught up in another controversy when a video emerged showing the Dream involved in a confrontation with a man at the Orange County Fair. The 27-second clip clearly captures Haney and his group attacking the man near one of the fair's facilities. The footage leaves little room for speculation about the cause of the conflict. Haney threw the first punch, and his friends quickly followed suit, continuing to assault the man, later identified as Mitchell. As the victim tried to defend himself, police sirens could be heard approaching, prompting Haney and his crew to quickly flee the scene. During the Clapback Thursdays segment, De La Hoya quickly addressed the viral video, turning his focus to Devin Haney. He highlighted that this incident went beyond just a fight. It was about what transpired outside the ring, far removed from the controlled environment of professional boxing. With his characteristic style, De La Hoya recounted how Haney, instead of displaying his signature boxing skills, ended up in an odd situation involving a civilian, a punch, and a missed chance. He stated, "I don't know if you've seen the full video. Devin throws a punch at a civilian, all while standing in front of the Ferris wheel, and he misses." De La Hoya didn't shy away from sharing his opinion on the recent incident involving the well-known boxer Devin Haney. Making a sarcastic remark, he stated, "In other news, Devin Haney had his comeback fight last week at the Orange County State Fair." For Haney, this incident wasn't simply a minor setback in his career. It had much more significant implications. De La Hoya's remarks resonated with many who saw the video, adding fuel to the already heated discussion about Haney's future. He boldly remarked, "Bro, your dream has officially turned into a nightmare." After the fair incident, Ryan Garcia, who had been suspended for some time, turned to social media to ridicule his boxing rival, Devin Haney. Garcia tweeted, "He couldn't even drop a civilian. Also, you talked about being a great role model. You really punched someone while your whole team jumps one guy. Sounds pretty dirty to me." Referring to Haney's alleged involvement in the confrontation, Garcia used the media to point out what he saw as a contradiction between Haney's tough image and his actions, which he believed seriously damaged Haney's standing as a role model. Ryan Garcia continued further, sarcastically questioning how the Boxing Commission would respond if he were in a similar situation, suggesting that Haney's punch was so weak they might just brush it off as harmless play fighting. Garcia tweeted, "Thing is, he punches so soft that maybe they will let it slide and call it play fighting." In response to De La Hoya's comment, Haney turned to X to vent his frustration, jokingly suggesting that he would pay what he supposedly owed. He wrote, "If only Oscar would clap back with my money," referencing the unresolved payment issue from the now declared no contest fight between Ryan Garcia and himself. It's also worth noting that Garcia had demanded his share of the pay-per-view earnings and received a swift reply from the president of Golden Boy Promotions. In response to Garcia's tweets, Haney fired back with a tweet on X, which he later deleted, implying that Garcia and the individual involved might actually get along well due to their casual use of the N-word. Haney wrote, "Based on the way you guys use that N-word, you guys would probably be the best of friends." Despite the controversy surrounding Devin Haney, whether it's the video incident where he was seen pushing a citizen, or the recent fight against Ryan Garcia in April, overshadowed by Garcia's positive test. The focus now shifts to the future. These incidents, while noteworthy, do not define Haney's career. Instead, they pave the way for what could be his most significant challenge yet, a potential clash with Teofimo Lopez. Tim Bradley, a former world champion and now a respected analyst, has weighed in on this matchup, suggesting that Haney should take a strategic approach to rebuild his confidence before facing Lopez. He stated, "If I was Devin, if I was part of his team, I would tell him to take on a top contender, a little less of a challenge, just to build some confidence back. Get back into the ring, see how he feels, see if anything's different. I would take on a top 15 contender and get a win and then take on a big challenge. I wouldn't mind seeing him and Teofimo Lopez." Bradley expressed that this strategy would allow Haney to regain his footing and address any vulnerabilities exposed in the Garcia fight, particularly his struggle with left hooks, a weapon that Lopez also uses effectively. Bradley's call for a fight between Haney and Lopez is grounded in his belief that this bout would be a defining moment for both fighters. Lopez, known for his power and aggressive style, would be the favorite going into the fight. However, Bradley does not discount Haney's ability to bounce back and outbox Lopez if he can make the necessary adjustments. Bradley also gave his prediction over this fight. He stated, "You gotta look at film. Obviously the favorite's gonna be Teo cause he has the power and he does possess a left hook. Haney obviously couldn't get away from Ryan Garcia's left hook, so maybe he goes back to the drawing board and fixes that. I still think it's a great fight, not only for the names but stylistically. Devin can box, he's young, and he can bounce back." Bradley elaborated on Haney's potential, emphasizing that despite the setbacks, his youth and sharp technical skills give him a unique advantage in the ring. He pointed out that Haney's ability to adapt and learn quickly, combined with his disciplined approach to boxing, could turn what many expect to be a one-sided fight into a closely contested battle. Bradley believes that if Haney can effectively implement the lessons learned from his previous fights, particularly in handling powerful left hooks, he has the capacity to surprise both Lopez and the boxing world. This, according to Bradley, is what makes the potential matchup so compelling. It's not just about brute strength, but about how Haney's strategic mind and agility could challenge Lopez in ways few anticipate. Tim Bradley's call for this matchup has set the stage for what could be one of the most important fights in recent memory, with both fighters having much to prove. Whether Haney can rise above his recent challenges and deliver a performance that cements his legacy remains to be seen, but the boxing world is ready and waiting for this epic confrontation. Can Devin Haney overcome the odds and reclaim his place among boxing's elite, or will Teofimo Lopez prove too powerful to dethrone? What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments section.